Well, hello there. I'm Mike Talks ASMR. How are you doing today? No, how you doing? No, how you doing? 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 Okay, enough of that. What's up? Oh, I see. Well, welcome to my little shop here. And you are looking for okay. So you're shopping for your son. Okay. Okay. And your son is approximately how old? Teenage years, okay. And your son wants to get into classic gaming? Well, I am impressed. It's good to see the young so interested in classic gaming. Now, do you know what you're looking for? No, okay. Well, how classic are we talking about here? Are we talking like NES, Super Nintendo, N64, PlayStation? What are we talking about here? Oh, you have no idea. Oh, okay. Have you ever played video games before? No? Well, okay. That's fine. That's perfectly okay. Seriously. No, no, I'm being dead serious. It's fine. Um, I know that gaming can be a little kind of difficult to break into, but I can assure you that I can be a guiding hand for you. Okay, so you don't know exactly how old he's looking for. Okay, all right. So, well, this could be a tough one then. Well, I can go through some of the systems and you could tell me basically what sounds interesting because I'm guessing that you're going to know your son better than me, right? Okay, so we're going to go back a number of years. Let's go to the year. Gosh, what year was that? The year 2000 or 2001? One of the two. That was when the PlayStation 2 was released. The PlayStation 2 was very revolutionary at the time. It had lots and lots of good games like Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. It had Silent Hill games. It had all sorts of great games. Oh, well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. You wouldn't want to buy a PS2 without knowing what the PS1 was, right? I guess that makes sense. Although around that same time, you also had the GameCube and the original Xbox. Yeah, there's been a lot of Xboxes. Tons of Xboxes. How many? Well, let me think. There's the original Xbox, and then we got the Xbox 360 and all its variations, and then we got the Xbox One, and then we got the Xbox One X, and then the Xbox One S, and then we got the Xbox Series X, and then we got the Xbox Series S. Yeah, it's gotten a little ridiculous. Sony, at least, is a little bit better about that. Oh, Sony's the company that made the PlayStations. So, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro, so they kind of broke with a trend there, and then PlayStation 5. So you can kind of easily follow the progression there. Okay, well, the GameCube was made by Nintendo. Yes. Okay, so that was the competing console of that era. And that had games like Super Mario Sunshine, The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Oh, okay. All right, so you've heard of The Legend of Zelda. Oh, okay. So when you were younger, you had maybe some friends that had it. Ah, okay. That was the very first one. Yeah, that was the very first one. Oh, that was on the Nintendo Entertainment System, or the NES for short. Okay. Well, that console was released back in 1985, and it had a lot of really good games for it. The original Super Mario Brothers, the original Legend of Zelda, the original everything Nintendo, pretty much. Uh huh. Well, its successor was the Super Nintendo. Mm hmm. Yes, okay. So you remember the commercials? The Genesis does what Nintendo don't? Yeah. Yeah, well, that was kind of not true. So the Sega Genesis came out before the Super Nintendo did. I believe it came out in 1989. And its real competitor was the Super Nintendo, although for a couple of years its competitor was the Nintendo Entertainment System. And it was superior to the Nintendo Entertainment System in a lot of ways. It had a more advanced sound chip, a more advanced graphics chip, it had a more advanced central processing unit. That's okay, you don't need to know all that. Okay, alright. What came after that? Well, the next generation, the popular consoles were the original PlayStation, and then you had the Nintendo 64, which was not the 64th Nintendo console. That, yeah, they were alluding to the fact that it was a 64-bit console. Mm-hmm. Oh, what that technically means is it has a lot to do with the basically the number of colors it's able to produce. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, so that was like the introduction to kind of like 3D games, really, was the Nintendo 64, the PlayStation 1, and then of course you also had the Sega Saturn. We wouldn't want to forget about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Sega Saturn wasn't very popular. I personally love that console. It had great games like Panzer Dragoon Saga, for instance, or Dragon Force. Really good stuff. I understand you wouldn't want to get like a console that maybe wasn't very popular because then your son might not like it. Okay, okay. So I think that it would be prudent of you actually to maybe start with the Nintendo Entertainment System because to me, even though there are consoles older than the Nintendo Entertainment System, well, you had like the Atari 2600, for instance, or the ColecoVision, stuff like that. Yeah, but then there was like a video game crash here in the United States, and then yeah, and then Nintendo came in and made their first console. Mm-hmm. So because the original Nintendo, has such like a lot of great games, I recommend getting that one. Technically, it's an 8-bit console. Yes. Okay. Well, I happen to have one right here. I was just about to stock this in the shelves when you came in. Yeah, and here it is. This giant toaster-looking thing. Yep. Nice. So you want me to bag that for you? This runs about $50. It's all cleaned up for you and everything. It's actually pretty good condition. Normally these things tend to yellow a lot. Maybe it has some slight yellowing on top, but overall it's in really good shape. So yeah, I can bag that up for you. It comes with 2 controllers. Oh, you want to see those? Hold on a second. Let me get them for you. Okay, so here's one of the controllers. As you can see, look at the feng shui there, the nice rectangular controller. Oh yeah, no doubt you've seen current controllers. I'm sure your son has plenty. Yeah, they're a lot more complicated than this one. This one only has a few buttons, but I love the look of it actually. Um, it just harkens back to simpler times, and I love the feel of it. I love the sound of it. I love that sound. Yeah, it's a great controller. Um, I think that it's one of the best controllers actually ever made. It's durable. It's very reactive. It has a good feel to it, despite it not being ergonomic at all. Yeah, so I think you're making a wise decision here. Yeah, it comes with 2 of these. Would you like me to pack both of these up? Sure. Okay. Okay. And I'll put that in the bag for you. Anything else? Oh, of course, games. Yes. Well, more recently, collectors have been after lots and lots of games. And because of that, the prices for these games have gone way, way through the roof. But I have a secret just for you. I figured you might want this because I figured you'd be inquiring about games, so I brought it over here. And this is called an EverDrive N8. What does it do? Okay, so let me show you something. You see this little thing up here? It comes out. You just push it in and it comes out. And this is an SD card. Right, so you're familiar with these. So what you do is you, don't tell Nintendo this, but there are websites out there where you can download Nintendo games. Yes, games for the original NES. Yes, you can download them, and you put them on this here SD card, and you slide that SD card into the EverDrive, and then you put this EverDrive into your NES, and you got access to all those games. So you don't have to buy the expensive games from me. Of course, if you want a nice gift, you're a collector, I have all sorts of games that you can buy. Yeah, I'm not trying to kill my own business here or anything, but you know, I'm a gamer first and foremost. First, I'm a gamer. Secondly, I'm a businessman. So gaming always comes first for me. Okay, can I interest you in this? Okay, well, it's expensive. It's about $200. Is that good for you? Well, seeming, you're going to be spending probably, $40 or $50 per game. Okay, okay. Yeah, I can put this in the bag for you. All right, awesome. Let me just set this down over here. Is that it? Okay. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed your time here in the Mike Talks ASMR game store, and I hope to see you again really soon, my friend. Bye for now.